So Anita Sarkeesian, the famous feminist pop culture media critic, most notable for criticizing video games, her series of, men are evil because video games are fucked up and sexist and blah blah fucking blah. And all of those arguments have been torn apart thousands of times by fucking hundreds of people. I'm not going to just add to that fray, but recently she was invited to speak at Utah State University. Her speaking engagement was canceled because she received the following threat. This is a warning to all staff and students at Utah State University. On Wednesday, October the 15th, a woman named Anita Sarkeesian is going to be speaking at the Taggart Student Center. This event is being organized by Campus Feminists at the Center for Women and Gender Studies. If you do not cancel or talk, a Montreal Massacre-style attack will be carried out against the attendees, as well as students and staff at the nearby Women's Center. I have at my disposal a semi-automatic rifle, multiple pistols, and a collection of pipe bombs. This will be the deadliest school shooting in American history, and I'm giving you a chance to stop it. You have 24 hours to cancel Sarkeesian's talk. You might be foolish enough to just beef up security at the event, but that won't save you. Even if you are able to stop me, there are plenty of feminists on campus who won't be able to defend themselves. One way or another, I'm going to make sure they die. You've probably heard of a man named Mark Lapine. He was a hero to men everywhere for standing up to the toxic influence of feminism on Western masculinity. We live in a nation of emasculated cowards too afraid to challenge the vile misandrist harpies who seek to destroy them. Feminism has taken over every facet of our society, and women like Sarkeesian want to punish us for even fantasizing about being men. This is why I've chosen to target her. Anita Sarkeesian is everything wrong with the feminist woman, and she is going to die screaming like the craven little whore that she is if you let her come to USU, sorry. I will write my manifesto in her spilled blood, and you will all bear witness to what feminism, lies, and poison has done to the men of America. I am a student here. You will never find me, but you may all soon know my name. Feminists have ruined my life, and I will have my revenge for my sake and for the sake of all the others they've wronged. You have 24 hours. Use them well. So obviously some fucking deranged psycho writes this crazy fucking letter, which is nothing more, in all likelihood, than an intimidation tactic. People send threats all the fucking time. I get threats. I've gotten threats from Christians. I've gotten threats from Muslims. I've gotten threats from Buddhists. I've gotten threats from conservatives. I've gotten threats from racists. I've gotten threats from feminists. In fact, there was a men's rights event held in Detroit not too long ago by A Voice for Men, and plenty of feminists said they're gonna bomb the event. They had no intention of actually bombing the event. They just wanted the event to be canceled under the threat of bombing. And that kind of gets me to the title of this video, Anita Sarkeesian versus Marilyn Manson. Anita Sarkeesian is supposed to go speak at USU. She's supposed to go present her beliefs. She's supposed to talk about what she supposedly believes at the core of her being. These are her core principles that we're talking about here. She's supposed to go speak on those. But one guy, presumably a guy, threatens to attack the event, threatens to do this big shooting rampage, and they're just like, nope, I'm not doing it now. So they gave this guy, presumably, exactly what he wanted. And it kind of reminds me of the time when, remember back in 1998, some of you were probably a little too young, there was the Columbine shooting, and the entire media sphere seemed to want to pin it inexplicably on Marilyn Manson. These weird kids shot up the school, and we don't, the only thing we know about weird kids is they like Marilyn Manson. So therefore, it must have been the music of Marilyn Manson that inspired this horrible and heinous act. So basically Manson became the scapegoat. And a year later, Manson returned to Colorado, to Denver, Colorado, to put on a show. And that show was plagued with bomb threats, with death threats against Manson. If Manson takes the stage, we're going to take him out. And you know what Manson did? Manson went out on the fucking stage. Manson sang his songs. He did his set. You know how many people bombed him or shot him? Fucking zero. For all that fucking saber rattling, no one did anything. And you know why? Because people who legitimately want to commit violent acts against you, typically, they don't fucking announce it to you. They don't fucking tell you, hey, I'm coming over later to kill you. Like Michael Myers doesn't phone ahead and say, hey, Jamie Lee Curtis, guess what? I'm coming. So, I'll be there in like an hour or two. Gonna fucking stab the shit out of you. You're still at this address, right? Well, stay there, because I'm coming. That's not how, like, threats are designed to intimidate. They're designed to make people feel scared. And Anita Sarkeesian obviously was scared. And you know what? It makes sense to be scared. And this person's actions should absolutely be condemned. And the stuff they wrote is crazy. But to kowtow to that person, to just bend over and fucking take it and say, you know what, if this person wants the event canceled, then we'll cancel it. All that sends is the message, I'm willing to be intimidated by thugs. And what is the first in the series of Anita Sarkeesian video game critiques? It's the damsel in distress. Oh, the damsel in distress. These people in the media, these video game creators, they just want to present women as these damsels who are constantly in need of rescuing by men. But what does Anita Sarkeesian do when she faces danger? Does she face it head on? Does she fucking set a good example by saying, I will not be intimidated? Hell no. She tucks her tail between her legs and she fucking runs. I mean, I've gotten death threats. People know my address. People fucking send me, this is where you live and I'm coming to kill you. You know what I fucking do? I'm just like, okay. Well, if you're gonna do it, you're gonna fucking do it, aren't you? I don't fucking call the police. I don't even lose any fucking sleep over that shit. Anita Sarkeesian is a fucking coward, and she's setting a terrible example for the people who do look up to her by letting herself be intimidated by thugs and bullies, and in my opinion, it's just one more thing that shows a complete lack of character on her part, and is why she's undeserving of the status of being anybody's fucking role model. I'm the Amazing Atheist. Peace the fuck out. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and also, you know what's coming. Buy my shirt! Come on! I need to sell more shirts. They're not selling as well as I thought. I'll be very candid with you. So come on, if you're just like waiting for the last minute to see, fucking just do it now, because I need it. I need that shirt money. I'm going to build an ark and put 2 of each animal on it and save them from the flood. It's going to be magical. And then 2,000 years later, someone will make a pretentious art faggy movie about me, and that'll be sweet. So, that's it. Video's done. Go away.